how you've been doing this a while now, sir. How many times have you ever seen someone influence a game when only shooting the ball 4 times, like Copeland did today?
I mean, I don't want to be I don't want to be like hyperbole, but I can't know if I've ever had 16 assists, no turnovers, double with rebounds and assists. So I'd have to think long and hard. So
It's been a while. In other words,
it's been a while. Maybe if we had better crowds in the South when he'd have done it for me last year, but I guess he likes playing to the crowd on the road a little bit. So, I mean, he's unique. Our goal, their 4 losses, every team's had 16 plus assists against him. I told him in the locker room afterwards, and I mean you personally get 16 assists, but that's nice. I wanted the team to have, 16 plus assists, but pretty impressive. And even more impressive is he picked up his 3rd foul early in the second half. We played him for a while with the 3 fouls, and he didn't foul the rest of the time. I mean, we've got to build a trust there because we are a different team when he's not on the court. We know that. You know that. The other team knows that. Everybody knows that. So I thought that showed some growth for him tonight as well.
you guys shot the ball. I don't know how the stats, but almost 43s. Was that something you anticipated?
Well, we wanted to move the ball. We made 16. I think that's like our sixth or seventh game where we've made 16 plus threes. 6th game where we've made 16 plus threes. So, look, we get good looks. We felt like if we can move the ball, we kind of barraged them there. I think we hit 3 or 4 straight. It's a great pass from Trey to Matt to get I thought that was a huge 3. Matt's corner 3 where we went from down 2 to up 1. That kind of broke the dam because we had been cutting it to one possession, they'd come down and score. Cut it to one possession, so they were able to kind of keep it at arm's length. But that pass by Trey was tremendous. And, Matt got great looks in the first half. We were telling him at halftime, man, you're going to keep getting great looks just for him. And I thought he did a tremendous job going on that mini run. And I was very, very pleased with him.
And on Saturday, or whatever day it was, you talked about that you didn't love the defense against Wake Forest.
I don't love the defense tonight either.
Right.
I love the defense Trey at the end on Miller.
Well, how much of that do you think was maybe breakdowns on your end versus, them making good plays? I
mean, look, they're very talented. Their guards are as good as any. Those 3 guards, Miller and Edwards. Edwards has improved a ton. I'm very impressed with him. And Pierre. I mean, they're as good you got 3 guys that, shoot like 80% of their shots off the bounce combined and shoot over 50%. Like you'd have to research it. If there's another backcourt in a high major that can do that, there's under 3. I don't know of another one. I mean, those 3 guards are as talented as any guards. And I think Washington's the X factor. He made a couple threes. We lost him a couple times. He made a corner 3 to cut it from 6 to 3, which was poor on our part. I think he's kind of the X factor for them. But we did a good job. Usually when he gets going, it's because he gets going in transition. We did a good, and he makes a bunch of 2s in transition. We didn't let him do that tonight, which I would just.
You guys have 2 games in 3 days coming up. That simulates NCAA in theory.
We let him make the NCAA.
Right. Yeah, that's where I was. That's what
Carp before.
Well, no. That's where I'm going. Do you feel like this was sort of an NCAA quality game between 2 good teams?
Yeah, these are 2 teams that hopefully will make the tournament. And but end of the day, we both be in. It's a quad 1 game for us. Look, I mean, they're a great team. They're like I said, their guard play is really, really good. So, yeah, we got to turn the page quickly. I mean, we're used to it. I just mentioned it. We played in Southland last year. That's where I was. We played Saturday, Monday. So that's what we did. So we kind of have a plan on how to do that. And we've got 2 of these Saturday, Monday terms. And so, look, we're going to get back late tonight or early in the morning. Really early in the morning, and then we'll rest tomorrow and kind of go into our routine and get ready for a really good Virginia Tech team on Saturday.
Speaking of last year and you and Q working together, I know we've talked about just the start of that relationship and kind of everything that went into it. But when you look at his numbers today, 16 assists and no turnovers, could you ever imagine that when you first brought him into McNeese?
No, never. And I mean, never in a million years. No, I mean, his growth and just, look, he still has some moments, but never in a million years could I've I imagine he'd be playing this, that he'd be able to come on the road and just a team that was in the top 25 was a great team and have 16 assists in terms. I mean, shoot, you couldn't do that on Commerce last year. Texas A&M Commerce on the road, or East Texas A&M, whatever they're called now. He couldn't do it on them. I mean, how could I thought he could do it in the ACC? But give him credit. He's worked hard on his game. He's worked hard on his mental prep. He's worked hard on a lot of different things. So I give him all the credit. I mean, look, I just give him the roadmap. He's got to navigate everything. It's done.
You guys have a lot of meaningful basketball to play, and you've created this with the winning streak. How are you going to handle that? Where's the growth opportunity for NC State in February?
Well, we've talked about, we want to be confident. Look, we're 6-0 on the road in the ACC. What are we overall, 8-2 or whatever? Yeah, our best start in a while, right? So we should have confidence from that, but you have to have humility as well. And the humility comes from, there's a lot of stuff we can get better at. And if we don't do a better job in our ball screen coverage than we did tonight, and we tried a different ball screen coverage tonight, and we probably didn't spend enough time on it in practice, and we got a little messed up on the fives. If we're not humble enough to understand that we have to get that fixed, then we are going to be humbled on Saturday. So we should be confident. We should take confidence from how we're playing, how we're finding ways to win, how we're doing things. But you have to have a humility about you that if we don't get this stuff fixed, then it's going to be problems. It's going to be problems down the road. And so, there's no rest for the weary, and we've got a lot of basketball ahead of us, and we have to turn the page quick and get ready for Tech on Saturday.